My name is Sarah Woodbury. I'm here today with my husband Dan to talk about my new book, Crouchback.
I thought we were talking about Dole with Ellen this week.
Well, we are going to talk about Dole with Ellen, but not this week. My new book, first book in the Welsh Guard Mysteries, comes out today, so it seemed like a good time to talk about it. So the book is called Crouchback. It is the first book in the Welsh Guard Mysteries. Actually, the first series I've started in 10 years. It's set in 1284 Caernarfon, which, unlike the After Cymru series, which takes this time period and changes history so that Llywelyn ap Griffith, the last Prince of Wales, lives, Crouchback is set in the real world, in our world, where he has died, and the Normans, King Edward, has taken over the country.
So it sounds like it could be anti-English.
I don't think it's anti-English to state that England conquered Wales. It's really kind of a fact. And so then the question for the book is, what happens next? And that's always been a really interesting question for me, that it's one of the reasons why I write what I write, is I want to know what happens next. Who were those people who lived in those times? There's a aphorism within the writing community that the best way to write a book is to give your character a very bad day and make it worse. And really, for my two main characters, Rhys and Catherine, there is nothing worse than the loss of their country and their prince. The book has English characters, Norman characters, and Welsh characters. And one of the things that I've tried very hard to do in it is to create nuance about these characters. So King Edward, while in the After Cymru series kind of comes off as basically
two-dimensional.
Yeah, he's kind of like Voldemort. In this one, he isn't. He's meant to be a real person, in the same way that the Welsh have their flaws and are real people too. And the book, within the context of a medieval mystery where Rhys and Catherine are solving murders, talks about this period of time in a way that I hope will come across as very real to people.
The book is dedicated to your mother.
Yes, so before my mother died in July, I had told her that we'd have it coming out on her birthday, making today somewhat bittersweet for me. My mom was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, recurring breast cancer, for those of you who don't know what that is, a year ago. And so for all of this, last year, as I've been writing Crouchback, she's been a part of that, and at the same time, me trying to be a part of her life and take care of her. I actually finished the book on the plane home from our last trip together. And my plan was to read it to her in the following week. She always like that. She actually died the next day. So there's very real grief in the book, including my own. I mean, Catherine and Rhys are suffering under this rule with the loss of their country and their prince. I think as you read it, you'll find that it isn't about grief at all. It's about love and joy and friendship and finding hope in the darkest times of our lives. Next week, we are back to our regular scheduled program, and we will really be talking about Dole with Ellen.
Promise?
I promise.
You've broken the bond of trust between us. I don't know that we can believe you anymore.
If you like this video, click on the playlist or subscribe to my channel. There'll be a new video next week. And if you want to check out my books, click on the link to my webpage.